Alright, what up guys, and welcome to another Dragon Ball unboxing. So yeah, let's check this out. Okay. And so here we have Volume 2 of Dragon Ball Kame. This one's called Master and Student. So I'm going to go through the cover real quick and talk about a little bit of Volume 1. So the other one was called A New Generation, and that's because this story expands a lot of the cast. Like, it's a lot of cast members that either didn't get to do much in Toriyama's manga, or are brand new to the story. So we had 12 chapters in the other book. It was a lot of story, so I'm gonna try to go through it, just kind of bring up the interesting points about it. And so here's the chapter titles, and yeah, so let's show you a little bit more in here. So this looks kind of interesting already, but as for what happened in the previous story, we got introduced or reintroduced to Pan, Bulla, Marin, Oob, and a lot of characters that we haven't seen in a long time, like Arale, Senbei no Aramaki, Upa. And what's pretty interesting as well is that they introduce a lot of new characters that are going to be, important for this new battle. So we got characters that look like Nail and Popo. If I remember correctly, one of them was Nail and the other one was Ayu or Ayo. And then we had Koku, which is the adoptive son of Yamcha, who has been trained a little bit by him and told of the past events. So that's pretty interesting right there. And so yeah, this story, there's so much to it. There's like time travel, all kinds of crazy things. And as for in the first book, we really didn't get to see any of the characters, like our main heroes like Goku and Krillin. And so yeah, here's where we gonna get to see what's been going on. And I'm so like lost of what the story is. Because they tell you a little bit, and they're kind of like baiting you, trying to interest you in the story before they show you, more in, this book and the ones that follow. So it was interesting enough that I did go ahead and buy Volume 3, even though I haven't, read Volume 2. But Volume 1 was interesting, and I did like it, and it was pretty unique. So, yeah, I'm very curious to read Volume 2. But yeah, so 3 is on the way, and I'm going to give it a fair shake and read those 3 and see if I want to continue from then on. But so far, I am liking the callbacks and, references to the Dragon Ball original storyline. For example, like Oob getting to talk to Upa, who's now an adult, and how Bulma needed help from Senbei no Aramaki. And what was cool was that we were told that Arale has told her father to make her a new body, and that's gonna be a nice way to age her up since she's a robot. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. So it also kind of went 0 to 100 real quick too. Like in the first chapter, it's kind of nice seeing Pan for a little bit, and then she gets attacked, and there's like this major threat going on, and we're not really told everything about it nor why it's happening. And then at one point, she starts getting trained alongside Bulla by Master Roshi, and Koku was also there. And then from there, we have all these other characters being trained by past, masters. So that's a time breaker symbol. So there's a lot of time travel and like all kinds of crazy things. All we were told in the first book was that Goku was fighting this fierce battle, and that he was the one who told all these people to train under these masters, and that they're going to be needed. And we're not really told what else he knows, but that's about it. So I think I'm just going to leave it there. I guess the only other major plot point that I should bring up is that the lore is expanded. So yes, Shenron is a wish granting dragon, but there's more now. Oh, that's a cool little thing. I have the other book right here. Wonder if that would align on the shelf in any way. Or is that the first one that they actually put some art on there? Yeah, that might be the mistake that Dave X was also talking about, which is why he's going to send me a Volume 1 again. But yeah, so there's more wish-granting creatures aside from that dragon, Shenron. There is like a snake and like all these other creatures, and we're told about these wish-granting characters are all like connected to these pendants, and then there's this like villain named Azu, or at least he was an antagonist in the first book, but it's not entirely clear what's up with that. This seems to be Goten, based on the shirt. But yeah, so I am intrigued. I am curious about it. I would recommend it. You could actually read it for free on his website. I think you might need a translator though. I'm not entirely sure if it's just in English as well. But yeah. So yes, this is getting kind of long, but there's so much I wanted to mention. The translation is a little wonky. Like you're gonna get the gist of what the story is. Probably 99% of the time you'll understand what's happening, but some of the phrasing is a tiny bit weird, which is weird because like some pages it's like totally fine, like normal common English, and then all of a sudden it gets kind of weird, and you're like, well, that's weird. I understand what they're saying, but that's not a way that we would ever say it. But yeah, so that is something I did want to mention. But yeah, I guess I'll leave it off like that. Let me know any thoughts you guys have about this, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.